What up, everybody? It's your boy Pyro. I'm back at it here with some Roman Candle again. Unadulterated. Their debut album dropped April 24th this year, 2026. 12 songs, 31 minutes, 32 seconds. Your boy is stoked. Your boy is stoked. I just got done listening to their EP, their first EP, which I also enjoyed. I'm excited to see how the band's kind of evolved and changed, and what stays the same, of course. Let's dive in. We're looking at, if you're just joining, you didn't catch the last EP that we reacted to, which honestly should be dropping in the same day, 4th of July. Yay! So happy 4th to everybody out there. Let me see. I think this has been exactly 4 years since they dropped this. But if you're just joining and you're like, I didn't check out the other EP, I'm jumping straight into this with you. Screamo, metalcore, post-hardcore, we're in that realm for sure. There was some nice raw stuff going on as well with their EP. So I'm stoked. Let's get into it. Blasphemous Act. I'm not watching any videos. I want to vibe with the music all the way through. So also we've been having a lot of issues with companies, labels. I don't know who's Sumerian. Okay. I don't know specifically with them, but a lot of labels lately have been blocking when we do the whole album, and they've been blocking it if we do music videos. So I get a lot of comments going, why don't you ever watch the videos? That's the kind of the thing here, guys. We're gonna listen to for the music. If I want to check out the music videos, I can do that at a different time. But blasphemy. Let's get it. Oh, those drums were just sexy. Fantastic. And the screaming sounded great. A lot of energy. There's a rawness to it, which I feel like a lot of modern day metalcore really it's missing, you know? I love that. I love that quality, especially it flows so well together. I love this opening to the album. It's going to go in a playlist for sure. This band led me to places I wouldn't go with
One day we'll romanticize this time and talk about how crazy bitches live the best lives. 'Cause I think about it all the time. I think about it all the time. It's fine.
I'm happy right now. This is a good time. I hope you all are having a wonderful 4th of July. Like I said, I'm having a good one. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. The vocals, honestly, nailed the vocals, but that guitar just did magical things for my ears. And it wasn't really overcomplicated either. Not to say it was simple, because, you know, I'm not a musician and I don't even pretend to understand music. I've just been listening to music for a long time. It was some pretty sick guitar work, and I really thought it popped there was like 40 seconds left in the song towards the end of it. Woo! Took off. Yeah, that's going in a playlist. Took off right to my playlist. Can we watch something happy is next. No, I'm happy right now. Boy, oh boy. I don't have the lyrics up. There's no lyrics right now up on the platform I'm using. However, I did catch a little bit, not enough to really, depict what we're talking about, but I did catch the if I'm afraid of myself, shouldn't you be as well? Plot twist, we're all afraid of ourselves. This is going in a playlist banger, absolute banger. Like, this is fantastic. And I gotta say, the screams here sound so much better than the EP. There's been a lot of work put in there for sure. And I just want to say, I waited a couple songs, so I was curious. Fantastic, wonderfully done. Love that. Just the kind of rumbling, like it's so, I don't know how to describe this, but it's like the kind of stop go thing that they're doing. I kind of love that. And it's like the instrumental. Yeah, fantastic. Playlist, Lady Lazarus. Yes. Oh, this is fantastic. You love to see the kids still just fucking it up, having some fun with it. Oh man, getting like just pushing, like not even just pushing boundaries, just keeping stuff, I don't know, angsty. I don't know how to put it, but I like it a lot. And there's honestly, this is kind of a pit breather song if you really think about it. Up until that last part, because let me tell you, back in my prime, I would have been rumbling all over that pit. That would have been fantastic. But that would have been like this perfect, because you get a little breathing air. You're like, okay, here we go. The end part of the song, it's gonna slap. And I really want to just say this area. The woo is what really sent me through the roof, okay? Whoever's idea it was for the woo in the band, gold sticker for you. Gold sticker. We're giving out gold stickers today. That's going in a playlist. I really like, like I said, that there's some vibey aspects there guitar-wise that really just work nicely. And, the whole album doesn't need to be an ass beater, but you're still beating that ass by the end of the song for sure. Bite harder than you bleed. Kind of a cool little odd outro bit there. It wasn't too abrasive or annoying to so that's fine. There was some really cool stuff in general, just sound wise. I think instrumentally that just kind of helped spice things up a bit. This is really good. The vocals are so damn good here. Playlist for sure. I can't stop winning. What I feel like right now. Still really solid track. This one might be my least favorite so far, but it's not like this. It's better than anything off their last EP still. Yeah, this one just didn't quite grab me like some of the other ones did, but there's still some really interesting stuff going on, and it's still going to go on a playlist. Fire in the Night Sky Forever. Call it global warming.
Let's do this dance. Take my hand so we can go back
Man, that's another ass beater. This has got to be probably tied for my second favorite song so far. I'm thinking at the moment, Fire in the Night Sky Forever, and Can We Watch Something Happy? I'm thinking it right now, roughly. Fantastic. The drums are just blowing my mind. And then when the drums are like in the middle of blowing my mind, the screams are like knocking my socks off. It's fantastic. Fantastic. That's going to go on a playlist too. My silence costs more than you can afford. Okay, I felt like they were pushing the envelope a little bit on this one, trying to, just a little more abrasive than the others. Kind of sad that this has really low like plays comparatively to the rest, because I thought this was fantastic still. We're gonna add that to a playlist. Yeah, fantastic. Again, these vocals are fantastic. Like all the instrumentations, like really keeping me engaged and happy. We have 4 songs left. Nothing is original. Exaggerating my place in other people's lives. Oh man, this had another nice little like pit breathing moment, which again I feel like helps the like it's only been utilized very little throughout this album. One other song that I can think of off the top of my head. But it really helps change the sound up a little bit, change the vibe up so everything doesn't sound the same. Uh, Again, I'm loving the guitar here and the vocals, whether they be talking or screaming, fantastic. Drums are also nice. On second thought, maybe Gaslighting is Real. We have a part 2 continuation from the song that was on their first EP, which is also a banger. Let's check it out. Some nice heat to this one, but man, the standout here really helps differentiate the track from the rest on this album is that really raw, kind of gnarly sounding acoustic guitar intro. Very well done. I gotta say, one thing I hope this band continues to do going forward is that keep it raw. I feel like bands, as they kind of continue, they lose that. Well, a lot of the heavy bands lose their aggression, but they also kind of lose their raw sound, and sometimes it gets a little overproduced. And this is a fantastic example of leaning in a little bit to that rawness, and it works so nicely together. This is going to a playlist for sure. For Once My Hands Are Still.
Once and for all with what I want. The pendulum will swing in my favor this time, even if I have to push it myself. The door creaks when it opens, but no one seems to notice or care. I go inside and instinctively turn to my right. The map of this house will be etched into my mind until the day I die. There's a long, narrow hallway, like the ones you see in scary movies, and it scared me since since I was a kid. I make my way down, tiptoeing on the wood floor. After what feels like an eternity, I pause before reaching the door at the end. I realize that today, for the first time in my life, I wasn't scared walking down that hallway. I wasn't scared of the second door to my right, and I wasn't scared of the yellow cigarette-stained walls that surround it. I wasn't scared of what waited for me inside. He's sitting on the bed watching TV with his back to me. His silhouette seems to glow in the dark room, like I'm a hunter in the forest with a night vision scope. And all I can hear are the sounds of war. The TV is blaring, but there's a stillness to my mind. My hands are shaking, but I don't feel them. My vision goes dark, and I don't think twice before I swing. It happened in a flash. I return to myself for a fraction of a second. We're on the floor next to his bed, my knees pressed hard into his torso. Who knew that our necks are so fragile? My only takeaway is that blood is darker in real life than it is on the screen. It's darker than my red chucks, and it's darker than the walk up to the porch, and it's darker than the middle of the desert with no fire to keep you, or me, or him warm. I stand up off the floor. The sounds of war on the TV continue, as they do in real life, as does everything else. There is no true moment of grace for anyone or anything. I turn to leave, and for the first time in my life, my hands are still. Bruised, bloody, and broken, but still. For once, my hands were still.
Okay, so straight up, we got ourselves a little bit of some murder music, if you will. The only, like, first of all, I love the change up in sound, especially we're one song away from ending the album. Swap it up a little bit, do something a little off the wall. That's what we get here. Pretty well told story. My only complaint would be that there doesn't, unless I completely missed it, first reaction, so it's definitely possible, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of meaning behind the murder here. And I would have liked to root along with the murder. Especially if the dude was like abusive or, you know what I mean? Like get a little feministic with it. And yeah, I fucking would have loved it. I still think it's good. And I wouldn't skip it if it was doing a whole album listen, but it probably won't make a playlist. Again, I like the whole change up in sound, and we could see maybe in the second song addressing maybe like the last song we have here, kind of addressing what happened here, but I don't know. And obviously I don't have the lyrics up. But yeah, like it felt like more so the perspective I was waiting for there to be like, you know, obviously there was some very dark imagery of being afraid in this house. And like for me, I feel like it kind of implies what I was kind of getting at, maybe some abuse or something along those lines. And this, I feel like it would be like one of those, like wife beater or something, you know what I mean? It's one of those moments you're like, good, get that son of a bitch, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not a bad track. Again, I like the swap up. I like something a little off the wall for sure, and it definitely, you know, freshens up the end of this album. How to be considered when you're not in the room. Last song, guys. See you on the other side.
Wherever this goes, I'm scared of what comes next. There's a coward in my chest and destroying all the breaths. Worship your blank stare. Make it so you can. All that will be left.
Okay, I'm just gonna say simply, this goes in a playlist. I like it. I was planning on paying more attention to the lyrics, and then I got distracted because the guitar was like weirdly vibey while we still had a lot of like drive going. You know what I mean? So very interesting. I've seen it a few times in this album. But yeah, playlist for sure. Let's talk about the album as a whole, shall we? I'm going to start with worst track, best track. My worst track on this album is going to be I Can't Stop Winning. My best track on this album is going to be, man, Fire in the Night Sky Forever is just, it went so hard. I'm gonna go with that one. Now, I want to be clear here. I as I go to review or rate this and break down my thoughts and whatnot, my rating is not like me judging another artist as like a. It's essentially just kind of signaling what my preferences are. It's not so much as like this is a good band or a bad band. I'm not that kind of like critic or whatever. You know what I mean? I do have a preferred taste in music, and I'm pretty loud and proud about it. But I'm never gonna tell a band they need to change the way they are because I don't like it. Like I fucking hate the Vandals, but I respect the shit out of them still, and all their goddamn shenanigans. You know what I mean? So like there might be some stuff that, I really didn't have much that annoyed me here. So I don't think we're going to have a problem, but I always want to clarify that because people sometimes they act like, they act like you're trying to phrase your rating as like my personal rating is like more important than what everybody else is or some stupid shit. I'm not really, I'm not like that. You're more than welcome to rate along with me in the comments. Drop what you're feeling, whether you liked it or you disliked it. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions either way. For me personally, I think this album was fantastic. Like, there's so much rawness in there. The guitar and drums, just those two alone, kept me interested through this entire playthrough. The vocals, such wonderful growth we've had since the EP. 4 years prior to this, there just feels more depth. The way that the screams they just feel more full. If I'm remembering correctly, the EP, there was a couple songs that like the screams were like one word screams, and it just felt choppy and not really natural. And here you didn't really have that problem. These screams are filled with rage, angst, and just they had a nice range for sure. I'm overtly thrilled with this album. I have no complaints whatsoever. Zero complaints. And if you've been here for a while, you know your boy got some complaints sometimes. Flat 8. This is a superb album. Straight up superb. Flat 8. Can't wait to come back to this again. I'm putting the whole thing in my playlist. We're going to give it all another playthrough. Huge shout out to Roman Candle and on the debut album. I would definitely say this is something to be proud of. If I was going to be that critic that's like, hey, the shit's, be proud of it. It's fantastic. Especially with a lot of the metalcore slop that's getting thrown out these days, which drives me fucking bonkers. It all sounds super generic and overproduced, and it's rough. Stuff like this, it just breathes new life into me, like new hope. We can still get good music, guys. We can still get good music. Get your asses over to Bandcamp. Support the band if you enjoyed this at all, okay? Get some merch, buy some live tickets, throw the songs in a playlist if you enjoyed them, okay? As for me, all I want to hear from you guys, what your thoughts are on this album, okay? Drop a comment, bad, good, fantastic, whatever it may be. I'm curious to see what our community's thoughts are on this. As you can see, your boy's thrilled. So I'm a happy camper. I'm going to let you guys get back to celebrating the 4th. Until next time, peace out, take it easy, and take care of yourself.